Hi. Um, I think I'm live. Just making sure everything's working. Let me stop this video. I don't want to watch this. Oh, looks like I don't get to do that. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So before I start, I'd like to preface this with saying, from now on, or at least temporarily, I will be only streaming on Twitch and not on YouTube. And I'm gonna post the videos up later. I'm not gonna edit them or anything. I'm just gonna post them because my editing software has been a mess. Or not my editing software. I use Restream when I stream, so I can stream to both, and it's not been working. My last few streams have had technical issues, so I'm giving up. And I'll just post it later. And it really hurts my whatchamacallit, like frame rates, visual quality, stuff like that. So I just decided it's better to just play on, or only stream on one. So yeah, this stream might be a little shorter than normal, but oh well. Oh, don't worry about all those sounds. Oh, that was just me dropping my controller, which appears is not working right. Okay, I'm good now.
Part 1. White Clouds. Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds.
Um, trying out some filters to see if it'll make my mic quality better. I think it's working, so that's good.
I have a new mission. I would like...
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier. Their leader's name is Miklan. I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within
The
I think I've
Crestless
gone through
cannot
this
unleash
before,
the
but
goddess's power, even if they possess a
oh
relic.
well.
Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the sword of the Creator, which is...
The sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monasteries.
I must remind you, also you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking...
Hey, Teach, you did that relic. Don't
That's
be a
right.
boy, Teach. The sword
His,
of the Creator could only be wielded by Nemesis.
Someone
If you
comes
can
and gets
use it
him.
too, that could... Fine. Speaking of, Professor Hanneman has... He probably wants to examine your crest with those crazy...
If it isn't my little Claude, what has you so worked up?
Judith? What are you doing here?
That's Lady Judith to you, boy. I told you, until you're in charge, I expect you to address me with all due respect. Anyway, I'm here to retrieve you. Duke Regan's condition has taken a turn for the worse.
Are you saying the old man's on his deathbed?
No, it's not that bad. But in the state he's in, he won't be able to participate in the next roundtable conference. He wants you to go in his stead. I volunteered to play the messenger.
Wow, thanks for that. Oh, and Teach, this is Judith, also known as the hero of House Daphne.
So you're little Claude's teacher,
If her nickname didn't give it away, you should know that Judith, Lady Judith, is the leader of the famous House Daphne of the Leicester Alliance. She used to be a big deal at the roundtable conferences, but it seems of late she's been reduced to a mere...
You had better shut that mouth before I put my boot in it, you tactless nuisance. Now come on, let's get going. Sorry, Professor, but I need to borrow the boy for a bit.
I suppose we'll have to finish our chat later. Sorry, Teach. But don't you worry, I'll be back in time for our next mission. All right, Judith, let's get going.
It's Lady... I suppose you are the active leader for the time being. Fair enough, boy. Fair enough.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess. Your ability to wield the sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
Thank you.
Let me just check certifications real quick. Yep. And that would be why.
Easy.
Alright.
Okay. I'm not secretly eating cake. You're getting pretty good at talking through the door, Professor. Sorry, I'm trying.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back and check my renown.
A stone? Yet, as I think of it, but is that me?
Hey, you bird. What are you doing here? So far, I've recruited 4 people. I think that's pretty good. Ferdinand, Felix, Annette, and Linhart.
It's awful. Things are finally. Let me tell you. Still, we can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle.
Practice you.
Hi.
Alright, let me go accept all my quests.
I am trusting you. You must be rather bewildered by the... However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the... May I ask a favor of you? May I ask a favor of you? I'm pleased to have been invited. I am grateful.
I'm just supposed to have tea with her? That's my quest? I mean, I guess I'll do it. I don't got a problem with that.
I see.
She really likes talking about overcoming a weakness, I guess.
How quickly this...
I am trusting you.
Ah, Professor. Gerald was looking. It seems he has gone off some. If he is not in his room, then surely. I have something to ask of you. I have something to ask of you.
Where's Gerald? I think I know.
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraudarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter.
Okay, that's me.
Oh.
Well, I'm not the student, I'm the teacher. If I
Right.
remember, Gerald is down here. Yeah.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave. Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. Oh, so smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you. But she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Well done. You have my thanks.
I could use your help.
Head to Magid Way and take down the bandits. New merchants will come to the monastery to sell their wares if they know that this area is safe. Alright.
Could you help me out?
Alright.
Maybe.
What?
Okay.
Knew I could count on you. Hey there. this it? There you go. Come back anytime. Right.
Professor, please leave Sylvain alone for the time being. The thing is, the bandit's leader who stole the relic is Sylvain's disinherited older brother. Good timing, Professor. Will you put me in your class too? There are so many things I want to learn from you.
Recruiting
Being
more
in another
people.
class makes it especially challenging. Thank you, Professor. I will be extra diligent with my studies. Thank you.
Everyone's joining Borb-lyth's house now.
Hail, Professor. If I may introduce, I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities. No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
I still have
Hello there. Ugh. It seems that our next mission is another bandit hunt. This time I've heard that their leader is... What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
Hello? For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want, and some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for. Oh, thank you.
Quite so. The head of the Western, that's not as... If someone... They are under...
Here's I missed a quest while I was down here.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming perhaps it is resigned to its woeful... Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you. Might you help me with a favor?
I have never had goings to the kingdom's north. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the kingdom. You cannot remember? Is that having possibility? I have a... Training has given me great busyness right now, but you have given me intrigue. Please make sure you are speaking with me again.
Because I'm pretty crappy at writing.
I'm gonna keep training until I can beat you. Hey, Professor. Here. No? I'm gonna keep training.
I don't know why he wants to beat me, but okay.
strange? Saint Ceros's body was missing from her coffin. Do you think she moved from her coffin and left the... Oh, you want me to join? I'm already having so much fun in my current...
You have helped me so much.
Need something?
Ooh. I get to keep all my levels from the past.
See you again soon.
Really? Yeah. Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow earlier. Do you know what's got him so concerned? If there's a problem, I want to help any way I can. I did, but he just dodged the question.
Yeah, she doesn't need more confidence. She's got plenty of confidence.
Oh my! The crest of... No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. The scandal with the Western Church troubles me.
Hi. Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting... Maybe he's made some kind of big... Thank you very much.
I appreciate your effort. Well...
Hey.
Appears to be everything I need to do, so now I'm just down to making people like me.
Sounds fun. Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more secret spice, and... Hey! No peeking!
That looks delicious. Goddess, forgive me. I've just got to indulge.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
Eating delicious food really takes my...
I did not expect much from the dining hall, but this does not disappoint.
Alright. bunch of people there I have to talk to.
What the? So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough? I do find you very...
Swinging a sword about in the holy mausoleum? The potential for damage is too great to imagine. I sincerely hope the saints' coffins were not damaged. Were you using magic? I've heard you weren't, but... it's torture not being able to go inside
I love how he was there. And they act like he wasn't because I just recruited him.
Hey, Professor, did you happen to see that man I was looking for earlier? I just spotted him by the dining hall, but then he ran away. To be honest, he's my father. He's using a different name now, but there's no mistaking it. It's him. I know it is. Father, I found...
Random bystander? Other random bystander?
Is it true that Lady Rhea entrusted the sword of the Creator to you? I can hardly even fathom you being capable of wielding something of such power. I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting. But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder?
This is a good answer.
What do you mean? I don't like the way you said that. Stop trying to spook me.
That reminds me. The Leicester Alliance is governed through roundtable conferences between the 5 most prominent allied dukes, the 5 great lords. First and foremost is Duke Regan, the Alliance's leader. Lastly, before House, it is said that
Professor, thank you for helping me with my training. I'd love to do this again if possible. Your advice is always so useful. Everyone thinks you're a wonderful teacher. You account for people's weaknesses while capitalizing on their strengths. Initially, I wasn't sure you paid too much attention to your students. Clearly, I was wrong. After all, were that the case, you wouldn't be capable of providing such useful feedback. I'll continue to learn and grow from your instruction, Professor. I just know it. You think I'm determined? Professor, thank you. You're the only one who's ever praised me like that. I mean, people are always telling me I've got a knack for magic. If you can call the power of my crests a knack, they aren't wrong per se. Though bearing 2 crests isn't a gift I ever asked for. So I find it frustrating that the only praise I seem to receive is directly related to that power. If you've noticed how hard I work, then, well, it makes me very happy. Well, you see, it is because I am the only child of House Ordelia. I must do all I can for my family name. I'm determined to someday be of real value to them.
I just feel like all these people are just like scarred by their backgrounds. Like, if you're a noble, then you're trying to live up to that. If you're not, then you're
I should be going. Thank you
trying
again
to
for your help.
prove you're more than just like a commoner. Oh yeah, before I forget.
Hey,
I think I have a podcast
Don't you think
releasing
everyone's
tomorrow.
making too big a
You
fuss
should
over
check
these
that out.
crests or heroes relics
I have a
or
link
whatever they're called? How important can
on
that stuff
Twitch
really
and
be?
on YouTube. Yeah.
Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest.
No, he
I'll
said
take
crest. I
muscles
wasn't
over
really paying
crests any
attention to what
day.
he said.
Heck, I'll take muscles over a hot meal.
Huh?
Alright.
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself. Hey, Professor. You're good at the same time. You look like someone who was... I bet we'd get along. I'm also good-looking and born to fight. Need any help with your class? Feel free to call on me when a fight's
I didn't
brewing.
even know you. For one thing, that was
Brandon
like
and I will be
obvious
there when you
flirting.
need us.
Why does everyone in this game flirt with me? But also, I didn't even. Why would I be able to like get her in my class? It's not like she's a student.
Hey. A moment,
I can't go back there. That's unfortunate. Cat. Let me just trample on my mom's grave real quick, and then I'll be on my.
Oh.
We're Sylvain. Oh wait. Oh wow. I'll do that later. What's the button? There it is. We'll go this way.
Hey.
Why can't I go in that way?
Oh.
There he is.
I can't believe my own brother is the leader of the bandits. House Gautier is my true home. Please, Professor. He really is one of the worst people I've ever known. But we share the same blood.
What's up, Professor?
Hey,
That man I walked past earlier. House Fraldarius is a powerful, noble family. Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. A dozen or so years ago, during the northern campaign in Sran... Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst this year's students?
But that's who her dad is?
I am Rodrigue Achille Fraudar. I have come in Mark as I hear it.
Oh.
And that was over here. I'll go see what she... if I can tell her anything about that.
Possible, Father.
No, looks like I can. I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
the coffin of Saros in the Holy Mausoleum should have... Instead, it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
It could mean that you are Ferdinand von Eyre.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was... I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope...
you seen a man who looks like me? He's middle-aged and
Okay,
relatively
his
tall.
dad.
If you get the chance, tell him I've gone out, okay?
Hey, I heard about the things you did. I'm so glad. I figure you're a great person after all. I learned all sorts of things. Cleaning, chopping. I'm happy to help you out with anything you need done for your class. You betcha. I'm your guy since, you know, you can't...
Dude. I got so many people now. Everyone wants to be in my class.
Oof. There's not enough, but at least my grandfather...
Let me go talk to Ash real quick and then I'll go.
Right.
And I don't care. There it is.
So the whole plan to attack the monastery? That means they... What right do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes? Professor, would you accept me into your class?
Hey.
I'm sure I would learn so much more if I could study with you. Will you give me that chance? I can? You won't regret this.
Dude, I got like more than half the school in my class now. No one's gonna be left for the other classes. Oh wait, he has a new voice line now?
So the whole plan to... That means they... What... I wish I want to hear...
The Western Church. Fodlan is a complicated...
I am sorry that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Professor. The hero's relics.
Mercedes. Her face looks familiar.
Let's try. Another one down.
Oh my god.
You're rich. Another one down.
Nope, she's dead.
I'll celebrate later. That takes care of that.
This one might be great.
I'll celebrate later.
One health left. Alright. Looks like I've done all I need to do.
You acquitted yourself. To think they'd go into. I cannot. As I hope we find.
You know what? I won't lie, I want to recruit more people, so... Sure, you know what? I'm gonna go for Casper.
I'm gonna keep...
Oh no, I can't. Won't let me.
I have never had Professor. You.
Guess you can't just ask anyone to have tea with you.
Ugh.
It said the same to you, Lorenz. Ugh.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along. Singing is so much fun. Everyone should enjoy themselves while they're doing it.
Oh, look at the roster. So many people now. They had 6 people not from my... No, that's not right. I have more than 6 people not from my class. 1. No. Coordinate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. Wow, Lorenz has a lot of friends now, huh?
Meat is the best! Veggies and fish are great too, but there's nothing like a good cut of meat.
May I join you?
Hey, Lawrence, you here to eat? It looks like you barely grabbed anything.
Please, this amount will suffice for me. There's no need to compare our portion.
No wonder you're so skinny. My little sis eats more than you. Come on, have some of mine. You need it more than I do.
You offer me half-eaten scraps? The nerve! With manners like that, even a nobleman would be an absolute disgrace. Have you no dignity?
You're pretty touchy, huh? It's probably just because you're hungry.
Raphael, please, do you mind? I cannot enjoy the simple pleasure of a meal in these conditions.
Why can't you enjoy your meal? You don't like what's on the menu? You wait here. I'll go to the kitchen and find something tastier for you. I don't think you get it, Lawrence. Nothing goes with a meal better than good company. If leading the Alliance is your goal, you should really try eating with other people first.
I'm afraid I fail to see the connection between leadership and dining.
If you want to be a leader, you have to know how to get along with different types of people, right? If you really want to get to know someone...
Quite the contrary, unfortunately. It seems the more time I spend eating with you, the less likely we are to become friends.
The more you eat with someone, the more you learn about them. Their likes, their dislikes. You know, you might get some of their food that way too. You can eat more and bulk up. All that talking made me hungry again. I'm gonna go get seconds.
What an absolute bother. But I suppose he does have a point about observations of character at the dinner table.
Probably go another 12 minutes. 12 minutes or so, probably.
Lysithea, do you have a moment? There is a matter of significance I'd like to discuss with you.
I know you're always seeking the attention of ladies, but why are you wasting your breath on me?
Don't be silly. I want to discuss the future of the Alliance, to have a constructive and candid exchange of opinion.
I'm not so sure I'm the one being silly. Actually, I'm busy. Stuff to do.
Now, hold on just a moment. House Ordelia will never benefit from such a narrow-minded mentality.
I was under the impression you were interested in me as a person. What do house matters have to do with anything?
As it stands, the bonds between Alliance Lords are quite weak. If this state of affairs persists, I'm afraid those bonds may dissolve entirely.
I couldn't care less.
House Ordelia may be small, but a small house is fettered by fewer obligations than a larger one. Apply yourselves actively in diplomacy, negotiate wisely, and you could do much to help maintain peace among the neighboring lords. The recognition of those lords would benefit your house immensely. To that end, why not start with me, the heir to House Gloucester? It couldn't hurt for us to become friends, could it?
Yes, of course, when the time comes. But right now, I'm quite busy. Maybe later. As it is, I'm studying magic for the benefit of the Alliance, and I would appreciate it if you left me to it.
Ah, I see. Then forgive the intrusion. I will take my leave of you for now. But if there is any way I can be of help to you or your house, I hope that you won't hesitate to ask. After all, as I'm sure you know, the future of the Alliance is my responsibility.
The future, he says. As though I have a future.
Tell me, Marianne, do you have a love of flowers?
Well, I don't dislike them.
I've happened upon a spot that's just teeming with splendid blossoms. Would you like...
I think I would rather stay. It would be...
Well, perhaps I could pick a few of the nicest. With a beautiful bouquet in your arms, your magnificence would rival even that of the goddess.
I would never compare myself to the beauty of the goddess.
I see. Well, I don't mind. Oh, that is a lovely... Did you know that a handkerchief reflects the sensitivity of its owner? Yours tells me you have quite a refined... If you only applied yourself a little more to the rest of your ensemble, there is no doubt in my mind.
If you admire my handkerchief so much, you may have...
No, please, that is not what I meant.
It was a gift from my adoptive father. I didn't choose it for myself. I'm sure I don't share his refined sensibilities, though, considering how little he and I have in common. I have to go.
Such beauty. And yet, with just a little polish, she'd be a marvel. If only she'd put in some effort. I wonder... Indeed, I shall... There is nothing that I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, cannot do.
How many people is he in a relationship with right now? What the world?
Thank you, Lawrence. You've done so much for me. You've been a tremendous...
It was but a trifle. Surely there was no small amount of danger, but in the interest of experience, I was happy to endure.
You're so strong that I can't...
Yes, of course. Although, no matter how much brute strength we bring to bear, it is important that there be a leader on the field as well. Without someone possessed of my sound judgment and adaptability, we would surely be lost.
Surely, yes. My thoughts exactly. But,
What is it?
I'm going to keep providing support from the back. You wouldn't mind doing more fighting for me, would you?
Oh, well, physically, I can, certainly. But if you mean on an everyday basis...
I knew you would. You have the generous soul of a true
Give me
noble.
1 minute.
I'll have to write
Well, I'm
back
still
home
gonna
and
be
sing
here.
your
I'm gonna try and
praises.
fix this screen. I just realized
You mean
it's
your
not
father
saved.
and brother?
Oh, yes. I have to write my big brother pretty often, as a matter of fact. He gets upset if I don't. And yet, I never have much to write about. I've been really straining for topics. That must strike you as a terrible nuisance, the idea of me blabbing about you in my letters.
Nuisance? Oh, hardly. Your brother is one of the foremost commanders of the Alliance. I can think of no higher accolade than to have my name passed on to his noble ear.
Then I'll tell him about all your thrilling exploits. Although if you can't help, that's okay too. I'll find something else to write about.
Oh, fear not. I shall show you exploits of a nature more thrilling than you could ever dream. Incidentally, when you write to him, please
He's
do not
using
refer
him
to me
so
merely
much.
as Lawrence. please use my full name, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. This will be an excellent opportunity to advance the status of the Gloucester name.
What a funny boy.
Alright. This should be
That
interesting.
fragrance. Could it be? Ferdinand, I cannot help but notice the exquisite tea you're drinking.
Not many can appreciate it, let alone recognize it. I'm impressed.
Perhaps you would be so good as to indulge me with a cup?
By all means, allow me to pour.
What a delightful aroma. When I close my eyes, I feel as though I've wandered into a rose garden.
Such a precise, poetic description. But please, drink up. No need to stand on ceremony.
How gracious of you. Very well. Flavor, fragrance, and hue, all in fine harmony. This is a most superior brew, and in a market saturated.
You are clearly quite passionate about. You know what it takes to brew a fine cup. To say nothing of your flawless etiquette and sterling attentiveness.
Certainly. Proper etiquette at tea time is one of the surest hallmarks of quality breeding. And the extent of the ability of a person of fine stock and all.
Ah, marvelously put, Lawrence. I can tell you have given, and if I may, I have always considered you to be the very model of noble comportment.
Oh, likewise. This has certainly been an extraordinarily meaningful cup of tea.
Very similar, unfortunately.
I wholeheartedly concur.
Although I like Ferdinand
Before
better.
we part ways, I would like to offer you some of these leaves.
Truly? Well, I'm flattered, but I cannot simply accept them without offering something in exchange. You simply must allow me to host you in turn, by way of recompense. We shall drink from House Gloucester's finest teacups and enjoy the loveliest of its cakes.
That sounds exquisite. I look forward to it.
Yes! Time for food! Hey, Ignatz! Is this seat taken?
Oh.
Really? But there's still food on your plate.
It's fine. I'm not that hungry. Anyway, I guess I'll be heading off.
Oh. Okay. Hey, Ignatz! Want to train with me?
Oh my! That equipment's looking rusty. Let me fetch some oil.
What's the matter? It always looks like that. Come on. We'll take care of it later.
No, you have to do it as soon as you notice. There's oil in the warehouse. I'll be right back.
Hey, Ignatz.
Hello, Raphael.
Are you busy? I need to talk to you.
No, that's... Oh, almost forgot. It's time to...
Hey. Hold up. Are you seriously gonna keep running away from me?
What? No, I'm not running.
Yes, you are. Every time I try to talk to you, you make up some excuse and run. What's going on? You were a lot friendlier to me when we were kids. You were always so excited to show me all the neat stuff you had whenever I came to visit. We'd play hide and seek with my little sis, draw pictures, and do other fun stuff too. Remember all that?
Things can't be the way they were. It's regrettable, but it's the truth.
Regrettable? What's there to regret?
I mean, you know, what happened to your parents. My parents are the reason your parents died.
What are you talking about? My parents died in an accident while traveling for work.
Maybe so, but they were taking over for mine because they had other business that day and couldn't go themselves. So they recommended yours to fill in for them.
Huh. I didn't know that. But what does that have to do with our friendship?
No, but see,
Oh, I see. But we're done talking about this. You gotta stop beating yourself up over it. It was an accident.
He's just putting on a brave face. No one is that forgiving. Oh, Professor, here's the map you... Well, there's always next time, I suppose.
Hey, Ignatz, didn't you have something to talk to the professor about?
Oh, no, nothing urgent. You didn't cut short your conversation because of me, did you?
Come on, Do I seem like the type to do that? No, I just had a couple of questions about the bows. We're done now, so I thought I'd come and tell you.
The bows? Is something wrong with them?
Lots of them have come in for repairs lately, so I switched out some of the strings for stronger ones. They've been breaking less, but now they're harder to draw.
Ah, I see. I suppose people would prefer if you went back to the lighter bowstrings.
Maybe. If the only issue was the draw weight, I'd just tell people to get stronger arms. But the real problem is that you can't shoot as fast. The arrows also fly too far now.
I can see how slower shooting is a drawback, but the arrows flying farther, that actually sounds like a good thing.
Sure, on open plains, but up close you lose accuracy. That's why I thought it might be good to use different bowstrings for different scenarios. I wanted the professor's opinion about that.
Oh, good point. You know a lot about bows, don't you?
Yes, I do. I grew up in a hunting village. I wouldn't say I'm necessarily better than anyone, but at least I know it. And you? Do you have something? Well, I'm sure you'll...
I hope so.
I think I'm gonna save. And I will continue this next week. Thanks for watching as always. Like I said, check out my podcast. Don't forget I'll post the video on YouTube later, and I won't be streaming there anymore. But other than that, yeah, thanks for watching. And as always, ka-chow. Goodbye.